Domine magnifique prorector, prodecanes et professores, dear students, guests, relatives, friends in the distance, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you all at the opening ceremony of the International Education Programs at the Budapest University of Technology and Economics in the academic year of 2020-2021. Please all be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin, I would like to introduce the members of the Presidium today. Dr. Tamás Lovas, Associate Professor, Vice Dean of the Faculty of Civil Engineering. Dr. Axel Groniewski, Associate Professor, Course Director of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. István Bartók, Associate Professor, Vice Dean of the Faculty of Architecture. Dr. Zoltán Hell, Professor, Course Director of the Faculty of Chemical Technology and Biotechnology. Dr. László Gergely Víg, Associate Professor, Director of International Education. Dr. Károly Veszprémi, Professor, Vice Rector of the Budapest University of Technology and Economics. Representing the Chancellor of the University, Mr. Gábor Nagy, Head of the Student Services Directorate. Dr. Eszter Gerhát Udvari, Associate Professor, Course Director of the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Informatics. Dr. Péter Mándoki, Associate Professor, Dean of the Faculty of Transportation Engineering and Vehicle Engineering. Dr. Imre Varga, Associate Professor, Vice Dean of the Faculty of Natural Sciences. Dr. Gyula Zilahi, Professor, Vice Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Social Sciences. And finally, myself, I am George Horvat, Senior Lecturer at the Budapest University of Technology and Economics, and I will be your chair at this present ceremony. Dear students, one of the most famous scientists of all time, Albert Einstein, had this to say about education. The aim must be the training of independently acting and thinking individuals who, however, see in the service to the community their highest life problem. And you've joined us to pursue just this. You began your independent life by moving to Hungary and have clearly began thinking about your future because you made this life-changing decision by joining your fellow students here at BME. But ultimately, you're doing all this to make improvements to your life, that of your family, and of course the societies and communities, wherever it is that you may end up. To move to a different country doesn't just take a challenge, or doesn't just pose a challenge, a risk or an opportunity. It is also a fantastic feeling. And of course, it's a lot of fun too. And you will experience this at first hand, although with the corona lockdowns happening, it doesn't seem very much like that. Have the drive to live through new experiences, to have the possibility to take a look at different cultures around you. Make the most of it and cherish the years that you will spend with us. Thank you. And next up, Professor Károly Veszprémi will deliver his welcome address on behalf of the university.
Dear students, here and following us, professors, ladies and gentlemen. In this pandemic situation, the welcoming should be revised. It is also affected and unusual. We used to say, nice to see you, but I should say instead, I would be happy to see you here in person. Anyhow, it is my great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the leadership and the rector of the Budapest University of Technology and Economics in this ceremonial occasion, the opening of the academic year 2020-21. The company here and online is very colorful in many viewpoints, regular and visiting, European and overseas students. Any corner of the world you are from, it is an important and large step in your life. Starting your higher education is a challenging task. Learning and living abroad, far away from your homeland and family, is a challenge. But I can say, we will be your family during your study. You can expect similar things as at home. We have expectations, but also we provide you help and hopefully home-like feeling. We can say, you selected well in which field to learn. The industries and economies are eager to get well-educated engineers, economists, natural scientists all over the world. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, said Nelson Mandela. And in the recent situation, we should use it for this purpose. Your selected fields of education provide you tools to reach this goal. As an actual example, let's go through the fields of the faculties, how they and later you can participate actively in the fight against viruses. At the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Architecture, besides many other things, of course, you will learn how to build medical infrastructures, hospitals, clinics, roads and bridges to connect them. At the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, the smart mechanics is also taught, which is basis of the medical instruments. Let's mention the life support machine, which was developed at our university by more faculties. Let's continue with the Faculty of Chemical Technology, Biotechnology, and Biotechnology. I think there is no question. Chemistry is the basis of developing medicines, vaccines, sanitizers. Biotechnology helps to understand the behavior of viruses and other pathogens. At the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Informatics, you can learn how to develop smart medical instruments to help the work of physicians and nurses. Besides, you will be able to invent smart algorithms, programs, applications to support the healthcare. Speaking about the Faculty of Transportation Engineering and Vehicle Engineering, the ambulance cars and the logistics of medical things come to our mind concerning healthcare. Not only the innovation supporting science can be mentioned in connection with the Faculty of Natural Sciences, but many practical issues. For example, the mathematical modeling of the spread of infections is a powerful tool to understand its behavior and helps to fight against it. Modeling also can support to make reliable predictions to provide help to decision makers. Many connecting points can be identified at the Faculty of Economic and Social Sciences also. For example, social science includes psychology, which has an important role to handle the problems with social distancing, home office separations, and so on. Marketing can help to promote the measures to limit the spread of infections. So, you can see, that's our university. That is BME. Be proud of being the student of BME. Of course, to be capable to do these things, during your study, you have to work hard. Make homework, prepare for tests and exams, be successful in labs, write and defend theses, and pass the final exam. At the end, we hope, or we are sure, you can say it was worth doing so. Because we are proud to say about the final aim, the diploma. Our diploma is widely acknowledged. You can be sure we are. It will help you enter the job market. You can, of course, continue learning, start MSc or PhD courses, and we encourage you to do so. On behalf of the Budapest University of Technology and Economics, I wish you successful education as well as happy life here in Hungary. Good luck, and see you next time in person. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Professor Veszprémy, for those warm words of welcome. And next up, I would like to invite the head of the mentor team, Ms. Brenda Hernandez, to address the new students. And some of you have already come into contact with the mentor team because, of course, new students need their hands held at some times and to be given some guidance. And I understand that many of you have had their assistance already. So, thank you.
A very warm welcome to and good afternoon to all the students, professors, and honorable guests. I am very pleased to be here today to give you all a warm welcome to this lovely university and to Hungary, and for the opening of the academic year 2020 and 2021. My name is Brenda Hernandez Belmontes, and I am from Mexico, and I have been living in Hungary for 10 years. I would like to congratulate you all first and foremost for this opportunity that you have to be here in this lovely university and in Hungary. So let me continue to tell you, based on my experience, what awaits for you in BME. Aristotle once said that the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. So that was true. Even if he didn't come to BME, he understood right what he was talking about it when describing this university. And you will probably encounter a situation in which you're in a class and 40 minutes have passed and you do not understand anything. It has happened to me, and it will happen to many others after me. And when you're feeling stressed and you start to study and you realize that you are feeling overwhelmed, that's when you realize that the key to continuing this and to succeeding in BME is your engagement with peers and with the process. So the next best person you can be at BME knows that you have to ask for support, and you can ask for support from your teachers, from students, from the international mentor team. We are here to help you, and if I had not had people like that who are willing to help me at every step of the way, I would really be 2 years late for graduation. So I'm very thankful for everyone who helped me to come to the place I'm at, and I'm sure you will be too. So we're here for you and to help you and support you. So teachers too. Teachers are also people, and even though sometimes it seems like the teachers expect way too much from us, for example, the ones who get angry the most faster are the ones who care more passionately about your learning, and the ones who speak too fast are the ones who think you can handle a lot of information. So help them understand that they are supposed to help you in every step of the way, and they will. One last piece of advice I want to give you: if you're a Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship holder or an SCY student, please get a TIE card. Thank you very much, and with that I congratulate all of you, and I wish you all the best to all your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those kind words of encouragement, Ms. Hernandez. and I would like to invite Mr. Otto Ido, student of the Faculty of Architecture, to deliver his speech to the audience on behalf of the senior students of the university.
Dear Rector, Vice Rector, Dean, Vice Dean, guests, and my mates, I have known few greater honors than to give a speech to this day in this great hall. My name is Otto Ido. I'm from Japan. My study course is the architectural engineering. This university is quite often portrayed as one of the famous institutions in this country. I'm pleasure that you choose this university and started your life here. Today, I would like to highlight one prominent hint as a senior student of this university. As I indicated before, this university provides you with high-level education, in which means probably you will have days you will struggle with your study. Probably you will have days you have to work intensely day and night. As a matter of fact, I quite often draw the building until midnight with my friends, so it's not just kidding. And today, the things I would like to emphasize and highlight is that to have a courage to seek for help when it is necessary. As I indicated before, it might happen this time, for example, it is hard to admit you have a problem with your study. It is quite difficult. Simply raise a hand and ask for help during the lecture to your professor or to your friend. But do not worry. It is first step to be your successful study here. When you need to take a right action, or in the other phrase, when you need to do your work all over again, you need to have a courage to induce yourself. Or in the other words, you cannot be found this courage by climbing the mountain alone, or just hoping you can get Mark 5 or highest grade. You can find this courage when you have somebody that you can trust and ask for help. And when you have somebody to say to you, hold your back and don't worry, I got you, you can do this. When you have somebody and when you can find this kind of people, in the other phrase, your classmates or teacher, you can find this greatest courage to carry on your study. Which is why today I can stand here and give a speech right now. As I study architecture, perhaps this saying helped to understand this. Even if you look at this hall, for example, if you take away one of the pillar or column, the building will collapse. It will never exist. You cannot stand alone, but you can stand stronger as yourself with your friends. As you carry on your study, I would like to wish best of luck of your life and the study here. Please do not forget, help is always being provided here to those who seek for it. So long as you keep trying, so long as you keep working, so long as you reaching. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Otto Ido. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Yang Tse-ting, second-year student from the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, to deliver his speech to the audience on behalf of the students of the university.
Thank you. Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone watching, and the ones who will eventually stumble across us on the internet someday in the future. I hope my message finds you well and happy. It is my honor to speak before you today. Please allow me to speak on behalf of my colleagues today. Welcome to the family. Everyone with a curious mind for the world is welcome to our family of pioneers and explorers. especially now when the world has presented us with, with obstacles that seems insurmountable. We all chose to be here, the Budapest University of Technology and Economics, seeking the same goal, to build a better world for us and everyone around us. We shall take on and overcome these difficulties together. Help, as mentioned before, is everyone around you, and it is also you. This is critically important to remember as we are facing a challenging time with fragmented norms and uncertainty in every corner of the world and every second of our lives. It demands all of us to be more diligent than ever to our works and undertake more responsibility than we previously expected. Don't fear, by which I mean don't run away from it. Observe the problem, see the structure within, and strike at the core of the issue. This is the lesson all students of BME will be taught in our first year, to see the structure lying underneath the surface. You are probably well aware and already getting ready for assignments and classes to take you away from your favorite pastimes here and there. Even still, I'd like to encourage everyone to explore the campus whenever possible when you eventually arrive here with us. It is a magical place for people like us exploring the world of science. It is built on the bones of proud traditions and rich history, providing shelter and guidance for brilliant people like you, the students of the year 2020. You will also find yourself surrounded by a diverse group of people with talents and passions of all capacity. Learn from them. This is the best advice I will ever have to give for anyone. Learn from them and make friends that you shall cherish for years to come. Capture as best as you can the colors of life of your first year in BME. This is a beautiful period as we grow and flourish together, and time definitely flies in your first year. Finally, I would like to share a snippet of a story someone once told me when I was a boy, and hopefully it will motivate you on your path of studies just as it has on mine. There has never been a sun to light up the path forward for humanity, and it probably never will be. It has always been lighted up by individuals like you and me, and many more before us, and many more that will come after us. We are the people who dare the unknown and push through frontiers. This is the exact mission that the Budapest University of Technology and Economics is built upon, to teach you how to sharpen your mind and skill to face the unknown. So once again, welcome. Let us greet each other with a warm smile next time we meet in the streets. Thank you, and may all your days with us filled with happiness and joy.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Mr. Yang Teting. An important milestone in the process of becoming a university student and becoming a citizen of BME is taking the oath of studenthood. The recently registered students of BME are now asked to stand up and to take the solemn declaration. I would like to also call upon Dr. Zoltán Kiszely to read out loud the text of the declaration. And I would also like to invite to the stage Mr. Diamond Mean, first-year student of the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Informatics. Taking your solemn declaration is the most important part of this event, so freshmen, please repeat the text of the solemn declaration sentence by sentence together with Mr. Mean and Mr. Kiszely. In the first sentence, please say your name where it is indicated. Dr. Zoltán Kiszely, the floor is now yours.
Okay, thank you. So before we read out this solemn declaration, let me ask you to say your name clearly after you hear the word I, okay? But I'm not going to say my name, okay? So a student of the Budapest University of Technology and Economics,
Diamond Mien, a student of the Budapest University of Technology and Economics.
a foreign citizen residing in Hungary, solemnly declare
A foreign citizen residing in Hungary solemnly declare
that I shall observe the statutory provisions obligatory for foreign citizens in Hungary,
that I shall observe the statutory provisions obligatory for foreign citizens in Hungary
and the relevant statutes of this university.
and the relevant statutes of this university.
I shall always display respect for the university,
I shall always display respect for the university,
its academic and administrative staff, as well as my fellow students.
its academic and administrative staff, as well as my fellow students.
I understand and accept the principles and ethical standards
I understand and accept the principles and ethical standards
governing the conduct of individuals and community life at this university and in Hungary.
governing the conduct of individuals and community life at the university and in Hungary.
I shall refrain from participating in or organizing any activity
I shall refrain from participating in or organizing any activity
which would disturb the normal functioning and academic atmosphere of this university.
which would disturb the normal functioning and academic atmosphere of this university.
I shall do my best to complete my studies to the best of my ability
I shall do my best to complete my study to the best of my ability,
to deepen my knowledge in the achievements of progressive science
to deepen my knowledge in the achievements of progressive science,
and to become an expert in my profession.
and to become an expert in my profession.
Thank you. You may now be seated. Thank you, Mr. Mien, and thank you, Dr. Kiselli. I would like to now invite Ms. Alma Snowhorn, preparatory year student of the Faculty of Chemical Technology and Biotechnology, representing the new students of BME, to address the audience.
Greetings to the Vice Rector, Dean, Vice Dean, faculty, and to all new students and their families. My name is Alma Snowhorn, and I am a new student here from Austin, Texas. When I first started my college applications, I had no plan of where I wanted to go, and I thought that maybe I would try applying to BME in the spring. As time went by, it became more apparent that I wanted to come back to my mother's homeland and to experience the university life in the very same district that she grew up in. I would like to begin today by acknowledging what trying times these are for all of us. For some, COVID has been inexpressibly difficult, and for all it has been strange to say the least. It has been a time for innovation and creativity with finding solutions in regards to our suddenly changing environment and inventing coping mechanisms for those of us who struggle with the notion of solitude. But now we are all here, not in person per se, but here nonetheless. And I believe that this first year of university, for many of us, will be one for the books. Surely we will have to work harder than ever to compensate for not taking classes in person. But these adversities will also set our generations apart, and the challenges we are confronting and our tenacity in meeting them head on will define us as individuals. We have this unique opportunity to bring together our different backgrounds and cultures, to learn from one another and to make a difference in this modern yet under no circumstances perfect world. For instance, the issue that I am most passionate about is climate change, and I intend to stay focused on that topic as I study at BME so I can channel what I learn here into making real change in the world. Whatever that issue may be for you, I hope you will enter this year passionate about the change that you want to make. Although I am disheartened by the fact that many of us will not be able to meet each other at the start of this year, I am happy to think that when we do begin attending classes regularly, it will be just as wonderful and new as if we were starting our first year all over again. I also know that what we have pledged to honor today will be upheld in the most respectful way by each and every one of us. With that being said, please take care of yourselves and stay safe until we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Snowhorn. Dear students, dear guests, with this, the ceremony has come to its end. I started with a quote, and let me finish with another one. Marie Curie, perhaps one of the greatest scientists of all time, said, "Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood." Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. And your future is in your hands. You've joined us to create a part of your future together with us. We are welcoming you with the assistance and expertise that we have to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our ceremony today. Please all be upstanding and listen to the Hungarian national anthem. And please remain standing as the Presidium is exiting the hall.